Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here. Jerry, somebody asked me, you can make a video for under 100,000 for the house.
A house for sale?
Yeah, house for sale.
100,000. Okay, we can do that. So this video, we're gonna show you a house that's under $100,000. And this probably may start a little series because we are getting more requests than that. The people want to see some of the real estate now, and they want to know a little bit about what's happening in the real estate market down here. Are the prices dropping because of the coronavirus? Give us a little input. So that's what we're going to do through this video series, and give you a little update each week or whenever we post a video on that. The other thing, Lori, what I want to do in this video, because to show the house, it can be a very small little clip, but this also is going to be a question and answer time where people who have asked questions on YouTube or Facebook, and so I'm going to answer them by making this video for them. House that is for sale for under $100,000. An $87,000 home in the country on a large lot and very conveniently located to all amenities. Let's take a look where this is at. From right in here is Ajijic. And from Ajijic up here to where this house is going to be, it is about 20 minutes away. Now from here to Chapala, it's about 10 minutes away. Now this area here is really a very rural area. So this is a great place for having a large garden. Maybe you want to have some livestock, chickens, goats, anything like that. This is the area here because it's very rural out here, but it has conveniences also. Now, typically what you would do, you live in this area and you would shop right into Chapala area here. And in Chapala, it has all the convenience. It has department stores, has hardware stores, clothing stores, vegetables, everything you need right here. So that's very convenient, about 10 minutes away, and there's where your main home supplies and everything would be. Very little small area. Most expats are not living here. In fact, very, very, very few expats are living in this area. But if you want a quiet area and you want to be able to have farming and livestock and all of that, this is the area you want to look at. In this area down here, you're not going to get anything in that price range that with the amount of land that you're going to get around a home in this area. This is a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath. The home size is 2,153 square feet, and the lot is quite large at 12,596 square feet. And I have to apologize, this is the only picture I have of the inside, but it's a great home. Check out information by the local real estate agent I have posted here. 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 12,596 square feet for all your gardening, 2,153 square feet for a large home.
Well, I think that how it wasn't very great, but the land, oh man, I love the land because if I do the garden, or you can have a dog, or you can have a cat that can run around free. So yeah, and the price was reasonable price.
Property is definitely ideal for you because it is outside of Chapala and in that area. So it's secluded, but not so secluded. So I think it's a good value for that price.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, great. Let's get on to the question and answers. Well, question and answer time. So first question we have here, gentleman wrote us, Alan that is, and he says, curious, how come we are wearing these scarves and wearing wool sweaters and everything else on the latest video that we made? And he says, I understand that Mexico's supposed to be hot. So why are you wearing all those wool wool clothes and sweaters and stuff like that. Well, what do you think about that, Lori?
Well, as a January, it started to get cold on December and January. When it come up to like a 45 degree or 50 degree, we will get cold because we used to be 85 or 90 degree. Zero degree is good for you, but for us, no. That's what I think.
Another question. Lady asks, she says, I'm coming down and contemplating on coming down. And she has a couple of questions around that. She asked, should I drive or should I fly down? The other thing she was concerned about, will I be using pesos or will I be using US dollars here in Mexico? And then the other question that she was asking was, how do I actually access my money? How will I get my money down here? Well, to the answer to that question about driving or flying, that depends how long you're going to come down for. If you're going to come down for a month, 3 weeks, even 2 months, or even 3 months, you may want to just fly down. Because in this, if you're looking at coming in this part of Mexico, or actually most areas that expats would want to be in, say like San Miguel Allende, or Puerto Vallarta, or Cancun, or Chapala, you can get taxis, there's bus services. So you probably don't need a car for that. If you're planning on coming down for, let's say, more than that, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, then you may want to drive your own car. And especially if you want to go to other places, it is convenient to have a car. Now let's go into the next one. Let's talk about pesos and dollars. Well, typically, if you're traveling in other countries, you use their money. So you would have your US dollar converted into pesos. Now, what we do is we have our Social Security checks deposited in account in the mainland. Nope, not the mainland. in the States. And then we use an ATM card, go to the ATM machine, and we put it in, and we ask for the local currency, which is going to be pesos. So then everything that we spend, everything is going to be worked out in pesos. All your menus, all your things are going to be in pesos. So that's why you don't really need to bring down a lot of US dollars in that regard. Another question that was asked us about what is the most popular cars to have down here in Mexico. And the majority of the cars are
CRV.
a Honda CRV or the Toyota RAV4, Subaru Forester. And so they're the most practical. And the reason why they have a higher clearance here in Mexico, when you're driving, even locally, there's these little speed bumps. And as you're driving along, if there's a little town, they'll put these speed bumps.
Speed bump. Not a speed bump.
Can you hear those rockets? They're bothering me, but they're going off, so some type of holiday today. Okay, now back to the speed bumps. So as you're driving along and you pass a little town, there'll be these little speed bumps. Well, if you're not paying attention, you may hit that and really hit hard, and it could take out underneath your car if you had a very low clearance car. So small CRVs, you don't want to bring in a large CRV because the roads are very narrow, and that can be challenging too. So that's why the Honda CRV, the Toyota RAV, or the Subaru Forester are good vehicles here. Now, we just recently bought another car, and we got the CRV Honda. That's what we had before. We liked it so much we replaced it with the same thing. And the way it works in Mexico, you buy a Mexican plated car, and then a lot of the local areas, like in our local area, there are a couple, 3 dealers that will sell the cars. When I mean dealers, they're just small little, they may have 15 cars or something like that.
It's
And
very private.
very private. Yeah, private would be more private dealership type of thing. Well, they will then look for the car that you're looking for, and they will bring it in. It's much easier to use these private dealers because if you try to go into Guadalajara, there's so many dealerships, it gets quite confusing. So 99.9% of the time that these little private dealers are who you're going to be used. And I imagine that's the same throughout all of Mexico, again, where expats would be living.
I interrupt this video. I want to say thank you to all the patrons. And 2021, we will continue to match what you give it to us. Like you give us $1, we match $1. So again, thank you very much for all the patrons.
Okay. Well, look at this. Ron just gave us 500 peso. This is Ron and Maggie, and they're from Canada. And we will match this 500 pesos, and we'll give back to the poor Mexican families here. And so thanks very much.
You're welcome.
Very
You're
kind
doing
of
good work.
We enjoy your good work and your videos. Keep your videos up.
Okay.
Okay, fun to watch.
Okay, sure.
Nice seeing you, Lori.
I see you. Bye.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Do they pay on credit card or they pay on a payment like in USA or they pay total cash?
Okay, that's an excellent question, Lori. Yeah, you cannot pay on a credit card, nor can you get financing here. It's going to all be cash. And that's going to be cash, meaning Mexican pesos. You're not going to use US dollars. You probably can do a money transfer from your a bank in the United States, Canada, wherever you're from. And these little dealers will have that set up that you can wire money into their account here. And a lot of people do it that way because you're not carrying that much cash with you.
Okay.
Good question. Thank you. Their prices here were actually about $1,000 more than it was when I looked on Kelley Blue Book to see what cost of a vehicle would be in the United States. So that's a little bit of what you can expect here. You're going to pay a little bit more. Next question. Okay, here's one, Lori. So we have made a few videos of Lori cooking, and somebody's asking for a cooking show, Lori, to do another video. What do you think?
Well, to be the cooking, I tell you, I plan all the ingredients I have here. I collect all the ingredients and I plant here in my garden. So gonna be everything is from the scratch. And then it take a lot of time. That's why
A lot of work, but we'll do our best to create something for you.
yeah.
Here's a question that we get, especially from people coming down here to visit. They'll ask, Jerry, I have been to all the men's clothing stores, everywhere they sell clothing, and I can't find a shirt like this.
So Jerry and I decided shirt, and then I'm the sewing, so I can do that for him.
Yeah, so we co-create on my shirts, and so they're all custom made, custom designed by us, and they're all in my closet. So there's nothing out there. So that's how come you can't find them?
Sorry, you can't find it outside. If you want to see, you gotta come to Jerry's closet.
Yeah, right.
Oh, I have another question. Somebody requested it. They like to see more interview to the expat. Well, to interview all the expat, right now is a COVID, so it's kind of a little bit tough to interview them because we have to be careful about that. So, but we try the best we can.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Okay. Okay, good. Well, Alma, our maid, is sick. And so we want her to be safe. So we've asked her to take off 2 weeks so that way she can recoup. So Lori and I will be doing the housekeeping. We want Alma to be healthy, and we want to make sure that we stay healthy. So come along with us today to do the house cleaning. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here. One more time. I didn't have a good voice.
Okay. Jerry Brown here with Jerry Brown Travels.
Lori here. Jerry. Oh, one more time. Lori here. That's not right.